Right, let's all... Hi guys, welcome to the next part of Patience. Today we're going to look at the verse. We're going to do a very simple kind of arpeggio section through the verse, basically with a small amount of melody. As with my other lessons on Patience, this is a simplified version that I teach people so that they can play through the whole song. The actual version has 3 different guitarists playing at the same time, so this is a kind of a simple amalgamation of those 3 parts. I have gigged doing this kind of thing before. It works quite well. If you're playing on your own, you'd probably strum it a bit more for a bit more power. We're just going to do it picked. Okay, so let's just go through the basics. What are the chords? So we've got C again. We've got G again. I'm going to put 2 fingers down there. That's personal preference. You don't have to. If you prefer to play it like that or like that, it's absolutely fine. But that's just the way I like to do it. We've got A major, which we haven't had in the song yet, and then we've got D major. So those are the 4 chords that we're going to go through. Now, as I say, we're going to do this very simply, and we're going to do it the same every time. If you were doing it, you'd obviously probably change it up and try and make it sound more interesting, but as a real kind of beginner's way of doing it, we're going to do it the same each time. What I'll probably do as well is I'll play it through so you can see my left hand, and then I'll cut so you can see my right hand playing it as well, and then I'll, that's basically so you can see both hands as well. I don't have the technology to do them both at the same time. So the first part's going to be C major. So what we're going to do with C major is we're going to do a very simple picking pattern where we just pick down from the A string to the B string, and then we're going to pick back up again. And we're going to hold the B string for just half a beat longer than everything else. So it's going to be this. So the C stays as is, and we just pick down and up again, okay? Okay, so that's all that section is. C chord, you pick down and up. So obviously make sure your C chord's nice and clean, because if it doesn't sound good, you will be able to tell. Bar number 2, we're going to do a very simple melody line. We're going to start on the B string. We're going to play that. We're going to play open B string, 1st fret B string, and then we're going to use our pinky to play the 3rd fret B string. Then we're going to play 1st fret again. Then we're going to pick up to the G string open, and then we're going to pick the D string open. Okay, the reason we keep the chord is because we would actually, if we're doing this more on our own, we'd strum it a little bit, so it'd probably be more, you know, to get a fuller sound, but we're obviously doing it as simply as we can, and I want you to practice being able to play whilst holding the chord down and then moving your fingers around. So here again we'll cut to the right hand so you can just see that. Okay, so that's the first 2 bars, you know, in our simplified version of the verse. Next 2 bars we're going to do a G chord. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do the same thing twice here. We don't have a melody line, we just literally have that same picking pattern. Now again, I'm probably going to say this a lot in this video. I'm going to teach you to do it this way. Feel free to slightly change it if you prefer it, but this is the basic, and then you can build on this, okay? So I'm going to pick the E string, which is the G note, where my middle finger is. Then I'm going to skip to the D string. Then I'm going to pick G, B, hold that for an extra half a beat longer, and then I'm going to literally just pick back up. And I'll pick back up to the E string, and so I'll end up having to double pick it. So it'll sound like this. Okay, that's it. That's basically all we're going to do on that section. So we start on the E, D, G, B, hold that for half a beat, and then back up. Okay? Okay, so that's the second chord, as you can see, relatively simply done. And then we're going to do the 3rd chord, which is the A major. Now the actual right hand is going to do the same thing on the on this chord as we did on the C chord. So we're going to start with an A major, and we're going to pick down from the A string to the B string. We're going to hold the B string for half a beat longer, then we're going to pick back up, so it's going to be this. Okay. So as you can see, that's the same picking as the C chord, and then we're going to do this a melody line again. We're going to do open B string, then we're going to do 2nd fret B string, which is our ring finger. Then I'm going to use my pinky to play that 3rd fret B string. Some people prefer to slide their ring finger across. Both are absolutely fine. Back to the 2nd fret with the 3rd finger. Then I'm going to pick up to the G string and then the D string. Okay, so we end up with this. Okay, so that's the right hand for the 2nd bar in the A, and now we're up to the D. Now the D is going to be very similar to that, but we're actually just going to move everything, shift everything down one string, so we're now playing a D chord. So we start with our D major. We're going to start on the D string, pick down from there to the E string, hold that for half a beat longer, and then come back up again. Okay, and that's bar number 1. Awesome, so that's the first bar, and then the second bar we're going to do that melody line. So it's going to be similar to the one we do in the chorus actually, but we're going to do open E string, 2nd fret E string, 3rd fret with our pinky, 2nd fret again, and then we're going to pick up to that B string and then the G string. So it's basically the same as the A and the C, but we've just moved everything down a string. Okay, so that's it basically, guys. That is the verse section in its most basic form. Well, I suppose not quite its most basic form, because you could literally just pick the chords, but we're throwing in that melody, and I think it really adds to the song, that little line of melody. You do this during the intro, you do it once, and then we do the first solo, which we're going to go through next time. Then you do it twice in a row subsequently. So there's 2 long verses and you do it twice in a row both those times. But that's it. Please like the video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel. If you could find your way onto old Facebook and throw a like to my Facebook there, which is facebook.com/CramoGuitar, C-R-A-M-O guitar, it would be super cool, because it's embarrassing how few likes I've got on there. And yeah, and I will see you guys soon for some more patience. Bye.